If you've ever tried to use ChatGPT to generate some laser designs for you, I'm sure you've run into a few problems. You probably put in some kind of prompt and what it gave you was either not what you're looking for, too detailed, or had colors or shading or something that would make it really hard for a laser to actually engrave. So I decided to fix that problem. So I created a custom ChatGPT called Laser Buddy, and I'm going to show you how it works. So it does cost one payment of $29, but I think it's well worth it in the end because it's going to help you get to your desired result quicker. That way you're using less generation attempts, and it can kind of almost read your mind because it knows that it needs to be a laser ready design. I've been testing this, a bunch of people use it and test it, and they all say it works well. And I know what you're thinking. Oh my gosh, AI is terrible. I could never do that. How could you? I'm a graphic designer. I went to art school, and it kind of sucks that AI could put me out of a job. But here's the thing, AI is here to stay. You can either learn and grow with it and use it as a tool, or you can get left behind. That's kind of only the two options at the moment because AI is not going away. So I want to show you how useful this tool can be and just some different examples of what it can do. So let's jump into it. So when you buy Laser Buddy, you'll get this PDF called Laser Buddy Custom ChatGPT, and it just kind of shows you what it does. Here's a couple designs it's generated, tells you what it is, and then it has a disclaimer here, how it is powered by AI, so your results could vary. And then you'll have this access to Laser Buddy here, and all you have to do is click on this logo right here, and it'll take you to the custom ChatGPT. Here's some examples of what to mention in your prompt. And then I give you some prompt options. And then I give you an invite to my custom Facebook group where people can ask questions about lasers and just a whole bunch of different DIY things. All right, so we have a little summary here of Laser Buddy, and I have some pre-made prompts like make me a black and white laser design of a cat, I think in a coffee cup. Give me some prompts, right? Camping scene, tattoo style. And so what we can do is let's just click one of these and it can kind of get you started. Now how fast this will generate will depend on your Wi-Fi. So it's generated our artwork and it's actually giving us a couple choices. I'm gonna say number 1 is better. And you could just leave it as that, or you can come in here and get more specific. But so let's make our own prompt. There's a couple ways that you can prompt in ChatGPT. You can either type it out or speak. I prefer speaking just because it takes less time and you can get way more descriptive with it. So I'm going to do dictation. I need a cute, spooky Halloween design of a ghost working in a bakery and some kind of cute, funny phrase. He might have some ghost-shaped cookies or ghost-shaped dough on the counter in front of him. But just something that looks nice and cute and that would laser engrave really well. So let's start there. All right, so here's my prompt. I'll hit send and then we'll see what it comes up with. All right, and honestly, this is not a bad generation that it has given us. Now you could just stop there and then you have your laser ready design that you can engrave, or you can try and refine it and take it a step further. So let's see if we can refine this a little bit and see what we can do. So I'm going to dictate again. I absolutely love how this turned out. I want to add a couple different things. One, I want a different phrase. I want the ghost in a different position and maybe a different joyful facial expression. And as you're waiting for the image to be generated, make sure you stay hydrated. All right, and as we can see, this is looking completely different. It has a different phrase, different pose. Then you can also take an image like this and input it into Inkscape or Illustrator or Affinity, all of those different things. And you can edit it or even in your laser software as well, whether you're using something like Lightburn or xTool Studio. All right, so I want to show you another example. So we're back in Laser Buddy. So I'm going to ask it to help me get some elements so that I can make a pattern to engrave on a tumbler. I want to make a hockey inspired tumbler wrap. So can you help me make some elements that I can use when I'm making that? Maybe a hockey stick, a hockey puck, a goalie, a trophy, an ice skate, and anything else that might be related to hockey. So then we can see what it comes up with, and this is where you can definitely pull these elements and start making them your own in one of those other design softwares. So it says, absolutely, this would be awesome, and here are some things it's going to help me do. It says I can make it individual, isolated black and white elements with bold, and it's going to tell me all the different things that it's going to do. And then we can do modern, vintage, cute, and playful. I think I might do vintage and see what happens. And then it will update its prompting settings and it will ask me to approve it. And then I'll just say yes. All right, so we have some pretty good elements here. I don't know if I'm gonna use these two. Can I get one of a regular player? And the mask is creepy. And maybe of a single hockey stick as well. But so we can save this image so that we can work with it later. Oh, that's still kind of creepy. I'm not sure why it's fixating on that. But this will do for the other stuff. So I'll download this as well. And then now let's head into Adobe Illustrator and see what we can do. Okay, so I have all my designs imported here. I did do one more generation of this ghost image because I wanted a little ghost popping out of the batter. I thought that would be funny. And so there's a couple things that we can do. We can either take the pen tool, you know, and start tracing everything by hand. And then, which, you know, that's a great way to do it. And that's a way to get really precise in what you're doing. The other way we can do it is come up here to image trace. And then it does a pretty good job. I'm gonna hit this little box here. I'm gonna drop down my advanced items and I'm gonna click ignore color. And it's gonna ignore the white. This will allow me to see better how the tracing job has actually done. If we didn't like it, we can play with the threshold here, do more paths, less paths, or there's a bunch of different presets that you could do as well. Honestly, I think this is fine. And so I'm gonna click expand. And then now I have a fully vectorized SVG, and I can scale this as small or as big as I want, and I won't lose any quality. All right, let's come down here to our hockey stuff where we're not gonna use the scary mask. We're gonna do that same thing again. It's great. Let me ignore the color. I'm gonna hit expand, and then I'm gonna ungroup this. Delete this. Delete Freddy Krueger over here. All right, and then I'm just gonna select my individual designs again, and I'll group them back up. And then we can trace this other one as well. Ignore the color. And then expand. This time I'm just gonna use my direct selection tool and just delete that entirely. Okay, so I'm gonna shrink this down so I can see it better. And what I could do now is I can close out this image trace box. I can get my dimensions for my full wrap tumbler here. Let's just say this is the size that we're doing. I'm gonna turn it into an outline. And then now I can start taking these elements that it helped me make, and I can start messing around with them and just placing them where I think they would be good. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make like a bunch of little hockey pucks to kind of fill in the space. Maybe put that one in the corner. So I'm gonna put our goalie down here with this kind of like shaved ice kind of motion here. I can put the goal over here. So we kind of just start placing things where you think they could be placed. And then, you know, you could put someone's number there too. Obviously I want the trophy bigger. So then these little snowflakes we can kind of mix in just here and there, kind of fill out the space a bit. All right, and there you have a hockey design that you can engrave on a tumbler just by using elements that LaserBuddy was able to generate for you. And then once you've engraved that tumbler, you can sell it. And really, I'm just trying to show you that LaserBuddy is a tool that can help you in your business. So then once you're finished with that artwork, you can bring it into your laser program and engrave it from there. You can see I'm in xTool Studio. I'm gonna click on this design and I'm gonna click Create Compound Vector. Doing that, when you go to engrave it, it's gonna make sure that it just graves from top to bottom, and that way it's not gonna grave a little bit in the top, then jump down to the bottom and have a crazy zigzag pattern. This will save you a bunch of time when you're laser engraving. And then I'll just do the same for this over here. And then now these are two designs that are ready to go. If you're gonna do this on a full wrap, on an xTool machine, you'd come over here and change the base plate mode to one of these rotary ones. But if you're just gonna engrave a single image like this on a coaster or something, then you just stay on the base plate. I hope this video helped you understand what LaserBuddy is and how AI can be a tool that can help you in your laser business. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to write them down below. I would love to chat with you about it. And if you're interested in purchasing LaserBuddy, I'll have that link in the description as well. I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya!